toxic masculinity.
Yeah. All right, do you want to go to the Q&A? Are we done with the stories?
Yes, we did have...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the news.
We
Let's
did
move
have
on to the
some
Q&A.
super chats that... like 5, I think.
All right, I've got you on a single shot. It's all you, baby.
Okay.
Let's hear what the people have to say.
Okay.
People, we want to hear from you.
Okay, Dennis Carroll.
Okay?
Started watching Mr. Reagan, then found you here. Do you really think that the Bidens' lanyard COVID badges are really going to be implemented? It's hard to read for me. There's lots of words that I don't know.
I think he's talking about like the passport, the concept of
Probably,
the
yeah.
vaccine passport. Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, it's the first super chat. I think it's already disappeared.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
All right, read it again slowly.
Okay, started watching Mr. Reagan, then found you here. Do you really think that the Biden's lanyard
Oh, lanyard
COVID badges
Lanyard COVID badges.
are really going to be implemented?
I assume that he's talking about the vaccine passports.
Badges.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I
but
think that's the whole thing with passports and...
Yeah. Well, Valeria does think they're going to implement the passport thing.
100%,
I don't.
100%,
I think they're
100%.
I think they're going to develop a passport system too late, and they're going to have to implement it in the next pandemic or the next scare. But they won't implement it in this one.
Because if they will fail to do it right now, then they are going to create another pandemic. And they're going to say, well, now we really need those passports, guys.
You know, let me tell you something. One of the AOC puppeteers, one of the people that put AOC in office, I'm in communication with him on Twitter.
I'm still in single
talk.
shot.
Huh?
I'm
Oh,
still
yeah,
in
it's
single
true.
shot.
Yeah, I'll switch back over to us.
I'm sorry,
Thank
darling.
you.
Don't beat me later. Please.
Huh? Don't beat me later. That's not
I'm going to
funny.
put you in trouble here.
You are going to get me in trouble. Yeah, one of AOC's guys that has, you know, that orchestrated her rise to power. He contacted me the other day and he said, do you want to collaborate on a project to criticize Biden for not preparing well enough for the next pandemic?
Next pandemic.
And I'm like, that's fascinating that you're saying that. And he actually made a lot of points that I agree with regard to how Biden is dealing with it and how Trump isn't getting any credit for the vaccines and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm probably going to end up talking to him about that. He said that he doesn't agree with me on masks. He thinks masks are good, but he specifically cited N94. N94 is it? Or N95? N95.
See, I rolled my eyes.
Yeah. But he's right about N95 masks. N95 masks do have some degree of protection.
Unless it's a Chinese knockoff.
That's true, unless it's a Chinese knockoff. But the point I'm trying to make is that I've never said N95 masks don't work. I've always said that those flimsy medical masks don't really work. Like the virus can still get into those. And also, that's not even the requirement. The mask requirement that they have for going out in public in all these places is a piece of cloth over your face. And if you have something like a neck gaiter, that actually aerosolizes your cough more than the cough by itself. So it actually makes it worse, according to one study that I read. And so clearly these politicians don't care about following the science. They don't care about actually protecting people from coronavirus. If the Democrat politicians had specifically required N95 masks for every American when they go to the grocery store and they go to school and they go to all these things, then I would think, okay, they're taking it seriously. I probably still would think that it was ridiculous that healthy people had to wear N95 masks. You know, if you don't have the virus, wearing a mask is not going to help anything. But at least they're making some kind of an effort that makes some sense with regard to the science. Having people wear neck gaiters or a scarf, I mean, you're just making crap up at this point. You clearly don't care about public health. This is obviously just optics, right? It's a way for them to virtue signal and to pretend that they're woke and they're doing the right thing. They're not actually helping at all. So that's why I'm against masks, because I know that it's just political posturing, has nothing to do with protecting people. I'm sorry, that took a little bit too long. Do we have another question? Do we have another comment?
Yes, we do. Boxy Punk Chick sent us a cat emoji.
Thank you for
Super
that.
chat.
Thank you for that.
Our cat is peacefully sleeping right
He
now.
is. He's right here.
Okay, Patriot Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not block him?
I call him Patreon. I call him
Sending
Patron Daniel. You always say
sending us
Patriot.
money. Patriot. Sending us money every day.
Patron.
Patriot. No.
Patron means somebody who like supports you.
Patron.
Patron.
Patron. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay. If the flu started in Florida, it would be called the Floridian flu.
Yeah, that's true.
PS is a storm surge racist? Storm surge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if a storm surges, is that militarizing the storm? Is that white supremacist? Like that's such a good
Well,
point.
storm has a soul too. And it's probably transgender. Well,
Aston Cam.
Austin Kemp.
All right, are we done with the comments?
No.
Okay.
The Pyro King.
Pyro King.
Pyro King. No amount of evidence will ever persuade an idiot, Mark Twain.
That's yeah.
No matter what.
Mark Twain was a genius. I'm
I know-
sorry.
I know this guy.
He's one of the best authors that we ever have had in America. All right, anything else?
And Frank James.
Uh-huh.
The left will go down in history alongside the Nazis. The left is pushing hate and division like the Nazis did.
100%.
There are way too many parallels.
Oh, there are so many parallels these days. Ladies and gentlemen, is that it for the super chats?
That's it.
If you have anything else to say, please go ahead and read that stuff. But I'm actually going to bring to you guys. One moment.
No, don't, Chris. Poor cat. Austin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He just woke up. Meow.
He doesn't like to be picked up. But anyway, there's the cat. Where? Oh, nope. He just woke up, so he's a little unhappy. There you go. How are you? Nope. You want to get off the desk?
Well,
All
he's
right.
alive.
Anyway, he got to say hi. You got the cat cam. You got the cat cam for 1 minute.
What's up? What? Now you woke him up.
Sorry for waking you up, Ast.
Now he's complaining to me, looking at me.
He's
like,
looking at-
what? Look what
It's like, why did that guy wake me up? Yeah. They live here and I'm visiting. That's kind of how I think of it. All right. Anything else? Any other great?
No, now everybody's talking about us.
They're like, why did you wake him up? Somebody with a commie cat. He's not a commie.
Storm lives
No,
matter.
he's a Trump supporter.
Storm lives matter.
Storm lives matter. I love that. Billy Lee writes, mask mouth is a real thing. Sleep apnea. Doctors are super adamant about keeping your mask clean. Yeah, that's right. I mean, a lot of what they said at the beginning was like, if you do wear a mask, these disposable masks, you're really supposed to throw them out after a few hours.
4 hours, yeah.
Yeah, you're not even supposed to wear them for a full day. But like that's not what people do. People keep like a box of masks and then they take a few, put them in their car, and they wear the same mask for like a week, and then they throw it out, and then they grab another mask. People basically wear it until it wears out. And by then it's like covered in germs. It's terrible. We try to wear masks as little as we can, as seldom as we can. You know, you do reuse masks quite a bit, actually. And then these...
I do not, because I have access to all of these new masks
yeah,
at
on
work.
set.
So I took like 10.
Yeah.
And next day I take 10. And I pitch little holes in this N95 so I can breathe.
She doesn't do that's a joke. She definitely... Nobody pokes holes in masks. That's a myth. That's a conspiracy theory.
Or I like undo this nose thing.
Valeria, shut up. Nothing. Nothing.
It's hilarious. Come on.
You should see all the designs that she's got for clipping holes in masks. She's like a mask fixer genius. Anyway, if you're not sick, wearing a mask is pointless. I think everybody should be on board with that. Even leftists can agree with that. I don't think there's a scientist on Earth that would say, no, if you're healthy, you need to wear a mask anyway. There's this idea of, about asymptomatic spread, and you'll read different reports about different studies about this, but a lot of the reports that they've done where they actually track people with asymptomatic spread shows, who have asymptomatic COVID, they find that they very, very, very rarely spread it. It's almost
Chris,
always...
There's one case, asymptomatic spread, or when the person get COVID again, They're gonna say vaccines, 2 vaccines, 3 vaccines,
Right,
vaccines
right.
every year. They're just gonna, if it's a one single case, they can even make this up.
Yeah.
They
They can even make it up. Yeah. Well, it's really the people who are symptomatic. So people who are coughing. And by the way, sneezing is not a symptom. I looked at, because I was sneezing really badly one day, and I was like, why am I sneezing so much? And you said, I think it's COVID. So I looked it up, and sneezing is not actually a symptom of COVID. I don't know why this isn't more popularly known. Like, how did I not know that? You cannot, or you, if you're sick and you're sneezing a lot, like an inordinate amount, like, and you don't think it's allergies. If you're sick and you're sneezing, you probably don't have COVID. You probably have the flu or a cold. It's probably not COVID. COVID, you cough, you don't sneeze. You have a dry cough, you don't sneeze.
They changing
Yeah.
this whole thing about COVID like every week.
It's weird because COVID's dying off. Like we're getting rid of it through the vaccines, through all this, it just, I think it's naturally kind of going away as well. A lot of people have had it already.
They're gonna mutate. There's another wave, another surge,
Another surge of COVID.
and they're gonna lock us up again.
All right. I think we're good for the day. You guys saw the cat. You guys seem like you're happy, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Crap, I got to sign that. I got to sign that contract. Remind me when we get off the thing.
Okay.
And you've also got to remind me to call hotels. You promised you would remind me Monday. Did you remind me?
No.
No, you did not. Bad wife. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow. You want to say goodbye?
Yeah. Good night, and see you tomorrow.
Good night. See you tomorrow, guys. Toxic masculinity.